Let's start your investment journey.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of our weekly market outlook report for the week starting Monday, the 31st of May. We have a shorter trading week ahead of us due to US markets being closed for Memorial Day holiday. The trading week starts with Chinese and also US manufacturing PMI data on Monday. On Tuesday, we should be on the lookout for RBA rate decision and statement, Eurozone unemployment rate, US ISM manufacturing PMI figures. Also, Bank of England Governor Bailey and Fed's Brainard are scheduled to speak. Going forward, Australian GDP figures for Q1 will be followed by US crude oil inventories, and it will be closely watched on Wednesday. On Thursday, the main point of interest is reserved for Australian trade balance, US ISM services PMIs, US ADP employment change, and also jobless claims data. The week will finish on Friday with Eurozone retail sales for April, which will be followed by probably the most anticipated data release for the forthcoming week, which is US non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate, and average hourly earnings. Now, let's take a look at few markets. Let's start with the Bitcoin. Bitcoin is correcting sideways, trading fairly close to the psychologically important 20-period moving average and also falling resistance trend line towards 40,000 area. As long as 40,000 level holds resistance, bears are in control, potentially rallying to 40,000 and continuous selling pressure, or the loss of these current lows towards 35,000 could open the way for a gradual move lower and retest of 30,000 once again. Loss of 30,000 could open the way for the retest of 27,950, possibly even lower towards 25,000. Alternatively, if we see a rally and a breakout, an end of day close above 40,000, that could trigger a short squeeze and a push higher towards 45,000, possibly even 47, which would be a retest of the neckline of this topping head and shoulder pattern as a significant resistance on the upside. Nasdaq appears to be trading sideways. This is the 4-hourly intraday price action. The key trading level is at 13,690, 13,700. If we see a rally from this area, that could potentially trigger a squeeze higher, targeting additional resistance at 13,900, 930, 14,000, 14,100, which would be a retest of these previous all-time highs. This looks like a double top here. So therefore, a push higher, a break, an end of day close or a weekly close above 14,100 could trigger an additional move higher, potentially targeting new all-time high. Alternatively, if we see a consolidation here and a gradual move lower, the initial support to the downside is at 13,500. Loss of that level would open the way for more meaningful and deeper pullback towards 13,300 to the downside. German 30 or the DAX index is trading fairly close to the previous all-time high at 15,500. We have a new intraday all-time high at 15,600. Key trading level for us going forward is at 15,300 to the downside. So therefore, pullbacks to that support and a rally or a gradual move higher and a breakout above 15,600 would mark this particular market into uncharted territory. There is nothing above here that we can potentially reference to as from the previous swing highs, moving averages, trend lines, so anything that you can reference from the past. Therefore, potentially opening the way for a push higher, targeting a new all-time high at 15,700, 800, 900. Take your pick. Alternatively, if we see a push lower, gradual move lower, and a loss, an end of day close below 15,300 and a retest of that level from below is a newly found resistance, that could potentially trigger a deeper pullback initially towards 15,150, possibly even 15,100, which would be a retest of this rising support trend line. Euro dollar is uptrending, creating the sequence of higher lows. The current intraday price action is supported by 200 period moving average. At the key trading level is at 1 spot 21.30. As long as 1 spot 21.30 holds and we see a breakout higher, in particular if we see a breakout and an end of day close above 122.30, that could open the way for the continuation to the upside, targeting additional resistance at 123, 123.50, possibly even 124. Alternatively, if we see a rally and a rejection or a gradual move lower and a loss of 121.30, retest of that level from underneath, that could open the way for deeper corrective move towards 121, 120.70 to the downside. Sterling dollar is moving higher. It's supported by multiple moving averages. The price action is creating a sequence of higher lows. This shorter term price action appears to be coiling. There is a sideways consolidation creating the sequence of high, 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 and then a higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. So therefore there is an energy build-up here, an energy build-up, and this type of energy build-up normally precedes explosive reaction. So bulls are hoping for a rally and a breakout, a daily close above 142.30, possibly a retest of that level from above as a newly found support for the continuation to the upside, targeting 143, 44, possibly even 144.60. Alternatively, if we see a sell-off from here, a loss of this rising support trend line, a daily close below 141, which is a psychologically important support at the moment, that could trigger a deeper corrective move, targeting additional supports at 140.70, 140.50, possibly even 140 to the downside. Dollar Japanese yen had a bullish breakout higher, 108.50, 109 levels held, rising, longer term rising support trend line was still in play. We had the consolidation breakout. It could be a possibility for a creation of another consolidation now. Key trading level is at 109.50, followed by 109.20. So pullbacks to these levels and a rally would be bullish, or a breakout from the current levels and a daily close above 110, 110.20 would trigger extension to the upside, targeting additional resistances at 110.50, 111, possibly even 111.80 to the upside. Alternatively, we see a selling pressure, a daily close below psychologically important 109, a retest of that level from underneath that could negate the bullish scenario, potentially opening the way for a deeper corrective move towards 108.50. Gold, bullish breakout higher, sequence of higher lows. The price is currently trading just above psychologically important 1900 level. Initial support to the downside is at 1880, followed by 1870. So pullbacks to 1880 and a rally, or 1870 and a rally, which would be a retest of this shorter term rising support trend line, could open the way for the move higher. Alternatively, a breakout from the current levels and an end of day close above 1918 could trigger the extension to the upside, targeting additional resistance at 1927, 1950, possibly even 1965. Alternatively, if we see a sell-off, and a loss of 1870, a daily close below that level, that could trigger more meaningful and a corrective pullback towards very important 1850 support to the downside. Lastly, let's talk about crude oil. Crude oil had a bullish breakout higher. Key trading level going forward is at around $65. Pullbacks to 65 and a rally, or a rally from the current levels and a breakout above 68 could open the way for a spike higher, targeting additional resistance at 69, 69.50, possibly even 70 to the upside. Alternatively, we see a corrective pullback, a loss of 65 that could open the way for a deeper pullback towards 64, possibly even 63, 62.50 to the downside. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, stay safe and happy trading. Bye for now.
Let's start your investment journey.